Today we're going to look at two activities. One, a pre-scissor skill activity, and second, a scissor activity using a turkey as the base. Hello out there and welcome to OT Ideas for Littles. I hope that this video can help therapists doing telehealth as well as parents who are at home with their kiddos during this time. I'm going to use materials that you likely have in your home. So we're going to need a paper plate and some markers for the base. Then we're going to use a little bit different materials for the pre-scissor skills and the scissor skills activity. But the first thing we need to do is take the paper plate and we need to draw a turkey on the front. So I'm going to make some big eyes. This could be a great way to add another skill into this activity by having your child, depending on their abilities, draw the face on themselves or have them coloring the paper plate before you even start the activity. That might also increase their engagement with the idea as well. All right, we've got eyes, we need a nose, and that little neck part. Kind of looks like that. Yellow nose, the red gobble, is that what it's called? All right. There's our turkey face. So for the first activity, the pre-scissor skills activity, we're gonna work on hand strengthening with some clothespins. So in this activity, we're going to be using the clothespins to act as feathers on a turkey. We could add to this activity by incorporating some color matching. So we could put some dots or some squares around the outside of the turkey to tell the child where to put the clothespins, and to kind of give them that visual cue of where they go. So we might give the child the plate like this with a different color spots where they need to put the clothespins and have the child pinch and release on top of the spot. Manipulating clothespins is a great way to increase the strength in the hands, the same strength that they're going to need to open and close scissors. So this can be just a fun activity, giving them a reason and a way to practice and increase the strength in their hands. So there's the first activity, the pre-scissor skills. Got a pretty cute turkey with some colorful feathers. Having the child take them off as well can be great hand strengthening. Ideally, we want the child to use their thumb and index finger to pinch and put them on. If kids don't have as much strength, they might try to pinch more like this. But ideally, we want them pinching with their thumb and their index finger. If you're also working on using the two sides of the body together, you could have the child hold the paper plate while they do this activity. You could also incorporate other skills into this activity. You could put the clothespin in the palm of their hand, have them get it up to their fingertips to put it on. If you're working on crossing midline, reach across the body to get it before putting it on. So in this activity, we're using the clothespins to really strengthen up those little hands so that they're able to use scissors later on, and incorporating a matching component to work on matching colors. Then you could either use that same paper plate with the color markings or a separate paper plate if the color markings are distracting to the child for the next activity. So for the next activity, you're going to need the same turkey face. You're going to need some feathers, tape, and scissors. These are the scissors I'm going to use. You can choose which scissors are best for your child. All right, so we're going to take the paper plate, turn it over. We're going to take a couple small pieces of tape. Maybe just put them out on the table. So again, depending on what your kid's working on, you might have them help with this task. All right, then we're going to take a couple of feathers and put a few feathers on each piece of tape, like so. Once we have the feathers on the tape, we're going to take them to the back side of our turkey plate, like that. All right, there's our turkey. And now the activity is going to be to give this turkey a feather cut. We can go with a small trim. You can go with a mohawk, like so. Woo! Or we could just take them all down. Just another fun way to work on those scissor skills. Primarily snipping in this case because they're not really having to follow an exact line, though depending on their creativity, they might be able to come up with some pretty cool haircuts. With this activity, it's more about using those scissors to cut through something maybe new and exciting, like a feather. In this activity, the child is using their two hands together, one to stabilize the turkey, while the other operates the scissors, and is really working on that opening and shutting of the scissors to snip a new material. So there you have it. We have a pre-scissor skill activity to make a turkey with the clothespins being the feathers. And we have a scissor skills activity where the turkey with feathers is getting a nice haircut or feather cut. If you enjoyed these activities and would like to see similar ones in the upcoming months, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications button so that you can be updated when new videos come up. If you have any other ideas for creative fall or Thanksgiving inspired activities, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to try them out. Thanks for listening. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving season and enjoy making a bunch of different turkey arts and crafts. I mean, getting this tape off is proving to be quite the fine motor task. Daily tasks like zipping up their jacket, playing with their friends,